Hey, everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats.
Coach, these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Set the tone.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
On 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Pass interference, defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be marginal yardage against them.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 22 carries, 87 yards.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got... A first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Complete to Hilton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Raiders' 46-yard line.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Cleveland Farrell. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or then maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You get
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Fielded at the 33. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That one is caught by Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's Wilson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the catch made by Hilton. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. They've got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. Something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going to
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on second down, Fields. Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 3rd and long, Fields. And he's going to go down again. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 15. Check 15.
On the counter, Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The open man is Smith. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got Burton here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On second down, it's Hunt. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. They'll run again with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back To what you wanted to do before.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 6 yards to the 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields stepping up. He's going to keep it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold him right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. From the gun on 3rd down. Fields able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jacobs now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, Fields.
Holding, offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Here's Jacobs. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go!
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down 20-13. A minute 53 remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll look to throw. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
Let's go, baby!
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One last shot for Wilson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game. But when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves